So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here's Ty Zentler now. Back deep for Buffalo is Nyheim Hines.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air. And the spot will be inside the 35. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That pass is caught by Hardy.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
defense. We got to make a play here. He's been open all day.
To throw, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Packers defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Bills hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Where did they find these officials?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have regained the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10 to 7. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. On play action, Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Yeah, that's what we do. That is what.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Score on these guys.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Offensive line is like a row of tanks.
Offensive line is like a row of tanks. Unstoppable.
Exploit them here on this drive. Let's get some yards, boys. Let's go. You can score on these guys.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And taken right at the 35. He can't get him down. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
This 2nd and 4.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gregory. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Love, they go play action now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Second and goal from the 1. Quick throw complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And take it right on the 30. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3. To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
This is taken around the 12.
I can't believe what I'm... Wake up!
That was terrible, awful, seriously, just disgraceful.
Let's go now.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Again, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Gregory. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Play some defense out there, fellas. Bring it over to the offense.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Allen off the play fake, rolling to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Off play action. Allen. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Allen. Got to have this one. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Bills. Nyheim Hines. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Come on.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll run it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Rasul Douglas picks him. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they're going to speed things up here. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
This could be the turning point. Bring it home, boys. We got this. Yeah.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
This could be it. This could be the turning point.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Throwing, Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done.